Hey guys, I'm going to take you guys today and do something we've never done on this channel. And that is, I told you guys in one of my last videos, I used to anyway, at harvesting my herbs. And I'm trying to do a better job at that. Hold on, a car's coming. So very similarly, I stink at harvesting all the beautiful flowers I always have growing all season long around the property. I do a better job at it at summer, but definitely not taking advantage of my spring flowers and bringing them in. So we're gonna grab a few of those today and see what we can make. I'm not sure what this is that's growing here, but it's awfully pretty, so I'm leaving it because it looks like it's going to get flowers on it. And I just like how dainty the foliage is, so I'm just going to pluck a couple of those off. My lilacs are just in bloom. This tree was here when we bought it, and we pruned it way back, and it looks like it's dying now. So I'm going to take advantage of what few lilacs I have this year, just in case I end up losing this bush. Okay, let's see what else we can find. I know back around here I have some ferns that we brought up 2 falls ago now from the cabin and transplanted, and they're coming back pretty darn good. I have back there in the back section of my little forest area, I have phlox, but they're not growing yet. Hi, chickens. So here's, oh, I should have used some of my bug spray. Mosquitoes are bad. I have my fern that I transplanted from the cabin. I've got 2 of them, and I've got 2 small maiden hair ferns as well. Oh, here's one. Sometimes they're really hard to find because they're so dainty. Look at that. They got this duckweed growing all in it. If you guys don't know what duckweed is, it's the stickiest stuff. It's like Velcro. Okay, so isn't that the prettiest maiden hair fern? Just beautiful. So dainty. They're really hard to find in the spring when the little fiddleheads are coming up. Oh, here's another one. Just beautiful. So that's the plan this year too. This fall is, that's the best time to transplant ferns after they die back. We'll bring up some more, and this is just gonna be a pretty fern garden around the existing chicken coop. But let me grab a couple of these ferns. While we're here, I should give you guys an update on the goji berry that I transplanted. It is doing pretty good. It struggled at first, but I think it's gonna be really happy here, and I'm gonna love having it right here at the chickens where I can just toss them the berries and they don't go to waste, because we ended up not at all enjoying them as something to eat, but the chickens love them. Okay, well, I am heading now to, I see a whole bunch of other flowers, but I want to show you guys something that I saw this morning coming in from doing chores. And this is our huge raspberry patch, and it wraps all the way around, and it looks like it's gonna be a pretty darn good year for raspberries. So that's exciting. But I'm so envious when I see people that have beautiful flower gardens. And it's not something that I come by naturally, to have a creative mind when it comes to making flowerscapes, but I'm working on it. So I get inspiration when I see what other people are doing. So here's some more. Aren't those gorgeous? Those beautiful irises. So I'm gonna pick a couple of those. If you've been with us since last summer, I'm going to show you one of the garden beds, which was intended to be a pretty bed. that we built in front of Todd's bee barn, and it turned out so good. It came back so well. So this is it right here. Let me see if I can get you from a lighted angle. We planted azaleas, peonies, blueberry bushes in there. And then this year I transplanted some other perennial flowers from other spaces. And I have irises growing here too. So there's irises on the edge, azaleas, blueberries, hostas I transplanted last year, and then daylilies at the back corner. So everything came back great. But I'm gonna pull a couple of those beautiful irises. So I'll bring it in and I'll make it all pretty, but see how I've got kind of a theme of purple and yellow going on? There is some wild yellow flowers growing in the back pasture that I want to get to add to it. So I'll take you guys back there and see those. My goats are doing a terrible job this year mowing their grass. But I feel like I remember this last year and we just had to give it one early spring cutting and then they managed it there on out. So yeah. I haven't been feeding them any hay to try to force them to get out here and eat it. But I don't know if they're just being temperamental or what. But it's a good, probably 10 inches tall. So I'm gonna have to get Todd out here to mow this down. And that pig paddock, Lord have mercy. Them are gonna be some happy pigs. But let's go get those yellow flowers. Oh, I might have wild roses in bloom that I can harvest. Maybe. We'll see. Geez, I sure hope those are gonna show up for you guys. The lighting might be washing them out, but tons of the sweetest little yellow flowers. They almost look like they're growing from a plantain leaf, but I'm not sure what they are. If anyone knows what these are, let me know down in the comments. They have like a really furry stem. Aren't those sweet? It's really sweet. So right over there you'll see where Todd keeps his bees. And we try to keep this pasture as natural as we can, so there's tons of wild forage for them. So I want to show you guys these sweet ones. Aren't they beautiful? Just so pretty. They have the slightest tint of pinkish purple on their blossoms. So we're going to grab some of those. I'll just take the tallest ones. Okay, there's just one more thing I want to get. Then we'll take it up to the front porch and make a pretty arrangement. All right, I have more beautiful irises at the back deck. None of these I planted, guys. I was lucky enough to inherit them with the property. But what I want to show you is right behind me, and I use it a lot in summer flower arrangements, and it's my big honeysuckle vine. It lasts forever, and it makes just all the pretty hangy parts of your flowers. All right, ready to go make something pretty now. Okay, let's see what we can make. So I think first I want to start with my honeysuckle vine. My ferns aren't laying like I want them to. So I don't remember who taught me, probably Martha Stewart, I'd imagine. I used to watch her a lot as a young woman, about how to make flower arrangements, and it was different textures, different shades, complementary colors, all that kind of fun stuff. Oops. Okay, so we'll see if I learned anything. I should probably invest in one of those. They make these, can you guys see me? They make these, you know, little lids you can put on your jars where you keep your flowers like in place. Oh, I'm loving it. It's turning out great. So I'm just keep turning the jars just so I can see how it's laying. Didn't that turn out great? Let me take you guys around and show you. So why have I not been doing this more often? Spring flowers are gorgeous. So if you have spring flowers, I'd encourage you to get them out from outside. You don't have to harvest them all, and look what you can make. And if you're not growing spring flowers, now's a great time to pick them up. All the bulbs are on sale at the stores, and you can have them for next year. Talk to you guys later.